Finally, a convincing result for the Red Men. But let's not get Qarabag away. It is Qarabag, but you can only beat what's in front of you. 6-0, happy days, man. Something to smile about. Well, a little something to smile about. It backs up my point that I said earlier. If you've been watching previous episodes, go back and see what I said about the Champions League. But, if you follow, you subscribe, you'll get to know what I'm talking about. So make sure you hit that notification bell and all that good stuff. Follow us on our socials, X, Y, and Z. You know my name, my boy right there. He's
That was a
smiling.
real timely plug, man. I like the way you dropped that in there. And you know that this cup only comes out if I've had a nice, relaxing evening on the sofa, watching my team with no stress, man. I feel good right now,
Listen,
bro.
this was a nice, relaxing watch. I thought for a minute it was going to get a little bit tense when we only scored two in the first half. I thought that nervousness was going to come back into the game. I thought Karabag might, pull something out of the bag, but they didn't. To be fair, Karabag, they looked threatening without being threatening, if that makes sense.
Do you know, you just mentioned the word nervousness. Let's just go back a little bit and talk about the atmosphere at Anfield before we scored.
Yeah,
Like,
very flat.
so flat,
Yeah.
so flat. And I was really surprised. And I didn't think there was going to be as much nervousness, as much sort of anxiety about a game like this, which really on paper, we know we're going to win. But
Mm,
we can't trust this team.
mm.
Even when we were 2-0 up, I'm sure I messaged you and I said, "Ooh, if they get a goal, it's going to be squeaky bum time again because we just don't know what this team's capable of. We don't know if they get nervous as much as we do and just get flipping PTSD from all of the collapses we've had this season. You know, it's
But
scary, man. It's scary,
the,
but
the nerves sort of, obviously we know the nerves from the fans transmit to the players on the pitch. And a lot of people will say that it's the players' jobs to get the fans up for the games. But I think in these tough times for us, I think the fans need to get the players up. I think the players need reminding that the fans are behind them. Like, so don't get me wrong, as much as I don't think Slot has a future at this club, if I'm at the game, when I'm at the game, like earlier on in the season, I'm singing my heart out. I don't feel happy if I leave Anfield and I can still speak. And I think the fans should have that same mentality when they go into every game, despite what's going on.
I hear you. But I think for the season ticket holders that are probably drained from going every week and seeing what they've seen, I feel
No,
like there's a
I'm not
lot of
even
apathy.
gonna you. I'm not even
I
gonna
think
let
that,
you.
hear me out. I
No,
feel like
but
there's a lot of
no, but
apathy. I feel there's a lot of apathy about the team from the fans at the moment.
no,
And that
no,
for
no.
me, I felt that was evident today.
Do you
Until
know
we
what?
actually got the game won, I felt like the crowd was so nervous. And the apathy and the anxiety that we have about the team, about Slot, it actually was transcending to the players from the stands. And I know it's not good,
Yeah.
but I felt it today.
No, I'm not having it. I'm sorry, Sam. If you're a season ticket holder, yeah, that's because you love your club, yeah. And as much as we and you will sit here and we will say the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I'm sure those fans will leave the stadium and say the good, the bad, and the ugly. End of the day, we support LFC through good and through bad. And I think if you're a season ticket holder, it's your duty to go there and give off that positive energy for 90 minutes. What you want to say after 90 minutes is totally fine. I'm here for all opinions. I give my opinion. That's why we have this platform so we can say what we want. But I feel that for those 90 minutes, your voice in that stadium can affect what's happening on that pitch. And I think you need to throw out that positivity, sing your heart out, go home with laryngitis and all them things there. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, but I think in practice it's not happening. And that's
It's not.
as a result of this season, you know, and unfortunately we're just gonna have to rough it. We're gonna have to rough it and see what we can get.
Yeah.
Um, I do feel like there was almost like a collective despair as well after just what was it, 2 minutes?
Yeah,
When
3 minutes.
Frimpong
Yeah.
done his groin, his hammy, I don't know what it was, but it's like what another injury, another problem, another reshuffle. You know, like when are we gonna get a little bit of luck? When are we actually gonna get something to go for us?
Do you know what? I feel for Frimpong. Yeah, I think this is obviously the most injuries he's ever suffered in his career. When he was at Leverkusen, he obviously stayed fit. He didn't have these injury concerns. But what is it? Is it the demands of the Premier League or the demands of? I don't think it's the demand. I'm saying it. and I'm answering that at the same time. I don't think it's the demands of Arne Slot because when he came in, he sort of turned it down a notch, didn't he?
Mm.
So what is it? Why can't this guy stay fit?
I'm baffled. I'm baffled. His whole time at Leverkusen, he didn't miss a game. 2 seasons, he didn't miss a game. So to get 3 muscle injuries in the space of what you might as well call it, half of a season, 2/3 of a season, something's not right with him. Something's not right with him. And today, it wasn't even a full pelt sprint. He was sort of
No.
ambling back. So I'm like, well, what's actually going on here with him? Like, is there a deeper problem that it's only been discovered since he's come to Liverpool? I don't think it's the intensity. Maybe at the beginning of the season, but now he should have got used to it. He's come through 2 big injuries, yeah, and now he's probably got another one. And that leaves us so short. I don't want another right back that we can't rely on. We've already got Bradley.
Yeah.
Already got Bradley. He's already injury prone. We can't have another one, man. And it leaves us with a bag of problems for the game against Newcastle. A bag of problems next week against Jeremy Doku and Man City. Even with our right backs fit, he was gonna cause us a bag of problems. Yeah. So who have we even got left?
So moving forward, now we know Frimpong's going to be out for a period of time. We know Bradley's not coming back anytime
Yeah,
soon.
yeah.
Gomez could be potentially fit, but is he going to play in 90 minutes? Probably not. What is the solution? My solution would be to play a back three. I would be more comfortable playing
A back three of who, bro?
a back three of Gravenberch, Van Dijk, and Robertson. That would be my back three.
A back three with 2 centre backs that aren't centre backs.
We know, but Robertson's played in the back three before. He can do it,
Mm.
and we know Gravenberch can play at the back. I'm much rather see Ryan than see Wataru. Do you know what I mean?
But we lose so much from midfield if we don't have Ryan there. You saw how people were running past McAllister with ease today, and that team was no good. That team was a poor Champions League team, but they were running past him. They were actually, as you said, they were causing us problems without actually causing us problems by walking through our midfield. We had no defensive stability. We had no holder in there at all. So
So
if we've not
who
got the legs of Gravenberch in there, yeah, then we're gonna get run through. So I mean, to put him in the defense,
like a chicken in a brothel?
it is that. It is that, bro. So I can't co-sign that. There's no way I'm gonna
Okay.
see him in the back
So
three.
what's your solution? How do we solve this injury crisis in the back four?
Listen, we hope and pray that Ibu is back for the weekend. I heard that he's due to be back for the weekend. We put Gravenberch back in midfield. We put Szoboszlai right back. Yes, I said it. Szoboszlai can go right back, and hopefully Curtis Jones is back fit from his illness. They said he's not injured, so hopefully that can give us a bit of stability in midfield. But other than that, we're on. It's bare bones. It's bare bones, bro.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about Curtis Jones coming in and Soboslai at right back. That's probably the more viable option for Soboslai to play at right back. But don't you think with the injuries we've got, I know we don't dip into the transfer market usually in January, but this is an emergency settings now. Surely the purse should open and we should go for a right back. Even, well, versatile centre back who can play right back maybe.
Do you remember the last time it was an emergency setting?
Yeah, we're not
What
talking
happened?
about Kabak, Korka, and Clavan. We're not talking about that kind of.
We
No,
know
no,
how these guys roll.
we're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. But surely we have to get into the market.
It seems like a no-brainer, doesn't it? But I've got absolutely zero hope that with what 3 days to go, they're gonna actually buy anyone. So it is
Oh
what it is, bro.
man,
Because
FSG, come on.
what they're gonna talk about is the fact that we would have had a fit right back tonight in Calvin Ramsey if it wasn't for the fact that he wasn't registered for the Champions League. So come Saturday, he's gonna be on the bench. Yeah, so he's your backup right back, and it's either gonna be Soboslai or potentially Jones that plays right back. So we won't be buying no one, bro.
I
It's
don't, I don't think Jones. I don't think Jones starts at the weekend from an illness. I think you know what it's like. Once you've had a cold or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
illness, you're not fully 100%. It takes you a while to get back to 100%. I don't think he features.
But we need him. We need him because there's no guarantee that Ibu's going to be back. yeah, and you know he's not going to start Endo. So if Ibu's not back, then you're looking at Gravenberch centre back again. So Jones has to start unless you actually pay Endo six. What are we
Oh,
doing?
oh man,
What a
that
mess.
is the thought of that is terrible. I mean, I love it, Endo, but and he battles, but
Mm.
yeah, he just treads water, man. He goes backwards when he's chasing people. It's crazy. We definitely cannot finish the season with Endo playing at six or even right back or even centre back. That's just criminal. Have to come on, FSG, Edwards, Hughes, all of you, man. Come on, please. Go into the market. Open your pockets. Let's go into the market. But you know what? It got me thinking, though, yeah, Sam. This season reminds me of, what was it, 21-22
Hmm.
season after we won the league under Klopp,
Yep.
was it?
Yeah.
And we had Henderson and Fabinho at centre back at
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Like, and we were hit with injuries because Van Dijk got his injury down at Goodison, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. That season we finished third. You know, somehow we finished third.
From that, oh, that was the season Allison
Yeah.
scored.
Yeah. West Brom. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, West Brom.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's impossible, but I just think it's so unlikely because this team is so disjointed and has no sort of fluidity. I've got no
Mm,
confidence in them putting a few results together.
mm.
But you never know. Through adversity comes strength in it. If the players really put it in together, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
But I just I want to revel in tonight because it's a solid win. Yeah.
You
And
will
then
enjoy the
tomorrow, I'm going to be
victory.
stressed again. I'm going to be thinking about Saturday, about Newcastle, and thinking, have we even got a team to put out? But
Mm.
realistically, are we looking at the Champions League as a get out of jail card, a way to salvage the season? I mean, I think I'm just going to check the draws to see who we can possibly face. But it seems like this is the only possible way we can bring out a few performances in a cup format and potentially save our season. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, no, no, definitely. I think this is Slot's get out of jail free card. If he
Yeah.
wins the Champions League, all is forgiven. All is forgiven. I
Let me
mean,
cut
you
you there
bring
real
home number.
quick. Like, does he need to win it or does he just need to have a
No,
decent run?
no. He needs to win it. He needs to win it. There's nothing else. Nothing else saves him, in my opinion, unless he wins the Champions League. And at first, I thought it would be a tall order, but looking around at where teams are finishing and how teams are finishing, your Madrids, your PSGs, your Barca, I don't fear any of them teams. The only team that could possibly trouble us, I'd say Arsenal, Man City, just
Hmm.
because of the history between us, and Bayern. Those are the only three teams that really would worry me later down in the competition. But anyone else, it's fair game, man. I think it's doable. I'm gonna call it. Liverpool can win. I've said it already. Liverpool can win the Champions League.
You're eternal optimist, man. I'm only saying we can win it or go far if if we avoid the English team.
So in the Champions League next round, there's a potential we could get Juve, Atletico Madrid, Galatasaray, Club Bruges. Now, obviously, if I'm saying we can win the Champions League, I'd take Club Bruges, but you can't take anybody lightly in the next round. Everyone's going to be a threat. But, Juventus, great defensive team. Same as, I'll get my words out in a minute, as Atletico Madrid,
Hmm.
Galatasaray, tough place to go. Already went there already once already and lost 1-0. What's 1-0 in it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, Club Brugge, the Belgian side, is obviously the team that we want to face. So hopefully we get Club Brugge. And I think with an easy draw like Club Brugge, yeah, man, it gets us sailing towards
Easy.
that final,
Yeah,
man.
easy on paper.
Yeah, in inverted
Yeah.
commas, yeah.
Yeah.
But
But to be fair, this is an
the,
absolute blessing, man. I mean, those four teams, I'm not fearing any of them. It's a decent draw, and considering how we got skanked last season, I think we deserve a little bit of an easier passage. So yeah, I
100%.
mean, obviously, Club Brugge would be the ones that I'd want, but you know, I probably the ones I don't want would be Atletico
Yeah,
because
they're top of my
they
list.
just
Atletico,
continue to beat us.
yeah. In terms of who I don't want, it would be
Mhm.
Atletico first, Juve second, Galatasaray third, and then Club Brugge. Those would be the ones who I don't want. But enough of who we want in the Champions League. We have to talk about tonight a little bit more and bask in that glory a little bit more, man. 6 goals. You know, you got McAllister got 2, he should have had a hat trick.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it was good for Salah to get a goal. I think he needed to get a goal. I reckon his confidence is not his confidence, but goals change players, and I think he's not scored in how long I couldn't even tell you without checking his stats. So I thought the goal for him tonight was important. But obviously Federico Chiesa comes on and gets a goal from a Van Dijk assist, which you don't see every day. Why doesn't Van Dijk do more of that? More than Matip marauding forward, man. You know what I
You know what?
mean?
He's
Instead
got in
of
his locker, but I actually think he's lazy. I actually think he's lazy. I think unless he's going up for a header, he's not really trying to run past the halfway line. He's spraying it left and
yeah,
right, yeah, and he's going up for corners and free kicks, but he's not trying to run through the midfield because he ain't trying to run back when he gets tackled. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean? 'Cause there's
yeah,
only one Matip. There's only one Joel Matip, bro. You can't do that.
yeah. Big up Joe Matip.
Mm.
But for me, the standout goal scorers today were Florian and Hugo Ekitike, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just see the class oozing from Verts at the minute, man. He is just gliding across that pitch. He's really starting to come into his own, man. Like he's picking up the ball, he's doing bits. And I know people are gonna say, yeah, it's only Qarabag, rah rah rah. But you can see the quality that this kid possesses, man. Verts is definitely looking like the player that we bought from Leverkusen these days, man.
He is, man. He is, and I think the combination he has with Hugo is natural. It's organic. And it's something that they need to kind of hone in on because they're the only hope we have this season of progressing because they are actually on the same level. I said before, I think in the other pod, whereby he's actually too good for some of our players, but and they haven't caught up with him intellectually yet, and they haven't got the football brain that he has. But while
Yeah,
Hugo is there, we've got hope, man. We've got hope because the
yeah.
combination they have is amazing.
Hugo is he's just class.
What a
He
player, man.
just
What a
he's
player.
just even like the little flicks he tries and stuff. Like some of them don't always come off, but the intention, like you can just see, like the guy's brain's just
Different,
constantly working, and
different,
his
different.
goal just typifies his play. Like he
Yeah.
flicks it over the guy's head, and then it's oh man, the future with those two is very, very bright, and the team needs to be built around those two. They need to have whatever they need to flourish.
It's interesting because you get to see us in a game whereby we're being successful and we're actually playing well, and Mohamed Salah isn't the fulcrum and the centerpiece of that. And it's a little glimpse of
Yeah.
potentially what the future looks like when he's not going to be there. And that for me gives me hope, and it shows that we can grow into a team that's not his and potentially is Florian and Ekatike's team.
Hundred
That's what I'm
percent,
looking forward to,
100%.
you know.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Me too.
But yeah, people, I think we need to wrap it up there. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're going to be back tomorrow with more content. And yes, we'll see you on Saturday, ready for the Newcastle game. We out, baby.